Okay. We're back. Sorry, guys. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. Okay. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That's the mastermind's true identity. I'm just checking my... I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why my internet does that. Yeah, my computer does that. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. True, I am right. Correct. I want to open the stream manager. Where the fuck is it? Okay, here it is. Got it. It's locked, but we have a way to open this door. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokome's secret tool they got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course. It's an absolutely vital part of its narrating the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? What was I saying before the crash? Hey Kyoko, you can use that key of yours to open this door.
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took the key with Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... click. Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. So yeah, finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. I love when that in the deadly class, right? After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long, I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into the darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Also, how the fuck did y'all survive this fall, dude? Like, that's unexplained in this video game, you know? I know there's, like, ultimate people and everything is weird in this video game, but how... really? How did that happen? Yeah, I'll be careful, but now that you said that, I'm getting kinda nervous. Dots, maybe talking will help keep my mind off of it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh. But how come? So maybe not Sherlock Holmes then. It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride.
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort.
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains... Before I came here, when I was looking about the school life, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I didn't know it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that. But like, why would their father let her go get into Hope Peaks Academy? Like, if probably had, you know, okay, dots.
What?
Reconnect. I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
Just in time for the upskirt shot? Exactly, dude. That's the only thing that matters. Welcome! How you doing? By the way, mix it up. Does it work? Let's check. I'm guessing not. Because if yes, and is a command would have gone off. Okay. Now it does. There's nothing I want to talk to my father about. How are you doing anyhow as this week started?
However,
There is something I want to say to him though. What?
I...
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? Well, you didn't have to do that. Seems like he already did that for you. If you had to go find him. The last time I saw him, me too, you know, when people, you know, when your boyfriend breaks up to you, you go like, no bitch, you know, you go there after like having been broken up for like a month, you go there and like, no, I break up with you. That's what you do. You just like, it's perfectly logical. I'm doing better, just annoying how cold this cold is lingering. Yeah, that sounds super annoying. I'm having another sick day at home. Well, at least you get to relax a little bit, maybe, right? Drink some hot tea, eat soup. Last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future. How old was he? That's the only mature move, it's true.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work. They will likely respect you more after too, yeah. So he cut himself off from the family. No longer after that, my mother died and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure that there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. Okay. Kyoko, honestly, that's very 17-year-old of you to do. I take pride in my family name, so every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. Sure. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. Yeah, you would. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know? He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really.
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. Yeah, I get you, Kyoko. I totally don't have that issue either. We're fine. I'm fine. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever, I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family to just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Everything's fine. Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? You just did many times. Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. Why? What dad, am I right? What dad, am I right, Lou? No dad, no problems. Hell yeah. So instead, I said nothing. What's so shocking about that? Her dad literally abandoned her as a child, and you're like, but he's your dad. Get a life, Makoto. Get a grip. You know? I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Seems kind of dirty. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. How did they survive the fall? The hatch opened with ease, and so... Oh! Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. True. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too, you helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So
then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other
Let's
words,
ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out, and it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? That's exactly how I feel every time I do something. Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. Skinny and I have an okay relationship with my dad, but I know a lot of people that have terrible fathers. Personally, I go to my father to say that I cut ties with him at least twice a month. There was...
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. Dots. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. I'm joking. I don't actually do that. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym. Nice, like a family tradition, yeah.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Oh, hi, not my father. That's what I say when I see him. Let's go down again. This is how we got out of the garbage pit. I never would imagine that's where this led. That's true, me neither. Any other thoughts?
Shall we go?
Okay. Let me save before we fucking crash again. God damn it. Everybody else? Where is everybody else? Just curious, you know, maybe they'll say something to me. I guess they're all at the gym, probably. Yeah, that makes sense. Never mind. I'm not even gonna check. But that kind of depends on me. He doesn't really have anyone else he can really talk to candidly. That's sad. Why? Well... yeah, I hope he finds somebody else to go to as well. Do I have any money? Where do I see money? Oh, I have 100 money. Let's go get some gifts. I didn't get many money from last trial. I think because it was cut short. I also got a couple of B's. Maybe it was my fault. I'm using like a bunch of money. 26. Okay, maybe we can get 4 gifts. Maybe one day, that's up to him. Sure. Ooh, that's cute. I don't know what that is. That's Kyoko likes that one, if I remember correctly. I know those rings, but that was for Celeste. You probably don't need gifts anymore. Shit! But I still want him. What the hell is that? At this point, I'm just spending them. But they gave me money for the trial. Lucky! Mono mono. Cool. Alright. Okay, let's go into the gym. Monokuma, you killed us. You tried to kill me. How dare you?
Well now.
Hey. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto is supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? Oh shit, my camera! No, camera, no! Don't go anywhere. You like soup? I think I would like soup. I don't eat much soup though. Come on! Press yourself button. Here we go. Feel like you like soup, Andy. Dude, most of the pictures you sent him of food has been of soup. Lies, just getting a close-up for the Nike sponsorship, yeah. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? But that's exactly what I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed in the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I'm gonna punish you again. And this time, I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko?
Right.
Do whatever you feel like you have to. What? Gotta pay the bills. I wish. Imagine being sponsored by Nike for being a streamer. Just wearing the shirt at all times. I'm sure that would be a lot of money. Punish me, senpai. Monokuma did? Alright. Guess that's your kink. But before you... I won't kink shame this time. This is not a kink safe zone though. Don't get used to it. But before you do it, I reserve myself the opportunity to kink shame. At my will. But before you do, let me just say one thing.
No.
Especially Monokuma. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose? You explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because...
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words...
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
However...
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie... Okay, but how could Makoto... No, how could someone of us be the mastermind? Because the mastermind controls Monokuma, and you know, I hate to be to break this point, but like we have seen everybody of us and Monokuma in the same room at the same time. Like, Soup is okay, there are really good soups out there. I really like kabocha, Japanese pumpkin soup with golomono. Great lemon rice. The reason I send a lot of pics is my mom makes a lot of soup. Oh, I see, makes sense. But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. This is the best song in any video game. I've decided. This wins. The result of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
Right.
And in response to that unexpected development, I had to leave what I missed. Oh, a crash. Just a fucking crash again. God damn it. Hi, 7. Also, we climbed out of the garbage pipe and we're talking to Monokuma like nothing happened. Vietnam love soup. You reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. Dots.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now there's the absolute truth. Oh no, she actually does it like this. Not like this, like the other two. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did. Dots.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. The Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game, you're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto? And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such a bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide, which he wanted to do, to be fair. He would have been gripped by the despair you saw love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts. Oof.
What the heck?
Oof, that's a burn for Monokuma, and that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
I imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. Now you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. I just learned that pho derives from fresh pot of pho, and even though I knew France controlled parts of Vietnam back in the day, it still blew my mind they hadn't made that connection before. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Grr. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
That's what we have to
then I
do.
suggest you take my advice. The soup? Yeah, but I don't think I know it. I understood you were talking about some soup because of the context, but that's. So what is this advice of yours?
it's true.
To do Makuro's trial over again. Only this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for
Stand-
one last showdown.
One final
One final
battle.
battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the masterminds themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Dots. Dots. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Very.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If you do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would would you guys be convinced? I don't know. It would cause you unbearable despair, right? Unbearable despair? Bear, unbearable. I keep my brain wants to pronounce bear as beer. I don't know why. Oh my god, guys. You guys know too much about food. Beer. Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Okay, I got it. It's true. Prepared is how I like food. I like food too. I don't know shit about it though. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown. Food rules, sure. Here, agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries. That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that.
I can barely
The song is so
contain
rajam,
myself.
it's true. Food is the reason I am alive. Correct. Me too. Oh god. Then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you. Okay. Qualify. Okay.
it's true.
That's what I've been trying to do all. Is a koala a bear? I don't think koalas are bears. Food might be the death of me. Doubtful. If I were to guess, not statistically true. That's where we not statistically likely. That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well good, then let's bear it all. And if you can claw your way to the truth, how many puns could they possibly do? Mukuro's dead and solve the mystery of this school, then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? Hehehe, I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? I'm just waiting for the bear puns, not even anything else. Technically, anything can be food at least once. Koalas are not bears, aren't they called koala bears? Yeah, but like, no, I'm not gonna ult up against from this thing. I'm so scared it's gonna kill my computer again. Koala. Koala. Are koalas bears? Koalas aren't bears, they're marsupials. You might hear the term koala bear being tossed around when it comes to these fluffy animals, but they might look like bear. Imagine looking bear-like. With their round ears and big black nose, they actually share more characteristics with the other marsupials, like the wombat. Ding, ding, ding. Yes. The more you know. Food is death, but also food is life. Food is not death, though. Whereas, as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we're uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal its own despair? Their own despair. I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Okay, let's clarify. Let's do it. Do you remember the rule? what's the rule? Fuck. Is it rule 34? Is that the one she's referring to? It must be, right? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held. Okay, no, not rule 34.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
Hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? Hehehe, you don't have to be so suspicious. I said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulation. And having a trial from Kuro is no exception to that. It is Rule 34, okay. Rule 34 is that picture with a oi, dong dong dong. True. Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations. Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro, it's a very polarizing approach. I just assumed it was polar bear pun. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? So, this must mean that Monokuma is like fucking sentient robot or some shit. Like, cause none of us could have been controlling Monokuma like while being in the room, right? That joke was barely legal. Polar bear raising, yeah. Why they go quiet all of a sudden? Dots. I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya? Why so mad? When are we doing the spirit? He must have artificial intelligence. Yeah, or yeah. So he's actually a robot, right? Polar bear. Fuck, did I say polar bear? Shit. He seems emotionally unstable. That's the least of our problems. Leave me alone, get out of here. Okay, I'm going, just... You're really gonna let me go? Dots. I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair. That's basically the only thing he cares.
Hey.
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. Well, with your pronunciation, my dad loves to drink beer, yeah. I hate it. I don't know why no, I cannot click it. I click it on my phone. I'm so scared. I'm never doing anything besides playing the game now. I'm not opening any browsers or anything. I mean, probably it doesn't matter, but I mean, why wouldn't it exist, right? Why wouldn't it a polar bear exist? You identify as a bear. Wait, you identify with Monokuma. It's not good, Pickle. Not good. You know, get that checked, please. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. Dots. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Dots. Once again, I was in Kyoko's death. The opening links will lead to another crash. Yeah, because I'm guessing this computer's actual problem is the GPU, because it does some crazy shit whenever I open a monitor. Like, so imagine this. I start up the computer, right? Only one monitor slides up because the other is a TV, so it doesn't automatically turn on. As I turn on the TV, it kind of flashes black a little, it kind of goes crazy, and I cannot think of any reason that would be happening besides it's a GPU problem. I'm Puerto Rican, so it wasn't just a bad joke, it's true. I'm to part white and part black. Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is. That's a very superficial reason to identify with with my boy Monokuma, gotta tell you, shouldn't do it. It's just a polar beer. Yeah, it is. But yeah, so yeah, I am afraid anything I do might lead my system to crash. I don't know. You're gonna play Danganronpa 2? Yeah, but not right. Like, it's in the list. Eventually, you know, might take us 5 years, but once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is just ahead of us. Still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal, but honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't tend to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
So...
They had no choice but to accept. Votes for Danganronpa 2? Alright. Play Danganronpa 2 a while and I'm so bad at this game? Really? Like, were you bad at the first one too, or is the second one that much harder? Because it kind of feels like it could be hard, right? But I pay so much attention to it. Because I need to talk and everything, so it's I barely miss anything that happens in it. I'm adding 5 votes soon on my phone. I was bad at the first one, but this is definitely harder for me. Okay, maybe this camera alarm. Yeah, I saw it. Thank you, 7. I don't know why my system isn't working. Okay. Second game is difficult. That's cool. I like it to be a little bit more difficult. See how I avoided. They had no choice but to accept, huh?
Because...
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. Okay. I mean, it could also be frustrating if it's too hard, to be honest. Especially if it's hard in the ways some of these things have been hard, in which like you know, it's kind of like weird, not like actually difficult. Anyone knows the longest game is ever, or of the Danganronpas? Maybe Clerking knows, but Clerking I think was lurking and then my PC crashed, so it might not be here now. I think Spirit, maybe you played all of them? So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However...
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
In other words...
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason.
So...
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world.
It would seem...
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. Dangan Ronpa. Yeah. The third one, I think. The one that took the longest to install. That's probably just because it's more recent, right? And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words...
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey.
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope speak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
That's right.
And for... It's the same game. And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. Okay. I heard New Game Plus is exactly this. Sounds hard though. their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope. That's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. The group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world, the mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer that made me out to be the killer. So it only has to look like it's correct, like it's following the regulations though, because you know it was still fake. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when the fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove that to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulation. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed... Can we stop this circle jerk, please? Like, we can move on from like saying thanks to each other every 5 minutes, please? Because you believed in me and had a path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. I was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. It took all a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Bet Makoto is already imagining all the beautiful kids Kyoko will have with him and others. Actually canon. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
however,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If you can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
The first game 24 hours, second 33, and the third is 58? Dude! Wait, but before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh.
anyway,
Right now we have to go find the others.
Shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Yep, I'm going. Let's talk to the others. Wait, I can play a little bit more. This doesn't feel... I mean, this does feel like a stopping point, but who cares? Let's go. Yeah, that's so long, dude. Totally forget. You dropped Dragon Age 2. Did I completely miss you? Finished it? You completely forgot. I dropped it. I dropped it because I moved on to doing Harry Potter during the weekends, right? And then I switched a route, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck you, Dragon Age 2. I'll finish it eventually, maybe. Maybe. Harry Potter is to blame, as you'd expect. It took 34 hours to in first game. Okay, 40. Main game had 40. Okay, so there's like DLC. Should I like knock on some people? Mondo's dead. Byakuya. This is Byakuya's room. Is he inside? Dots.
Hey.
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. But do you now agree that when you play it right after the first one, it feels like a joke? I think it would have felt meh at any point, because I was trying to do an evil playthrough, and the game doesn't really let you do much evil, does it? That's my main issue, to be honest. I don't mind the game, but yeah. Jacko is dead, Toko is alive. It feels strange. It feels, yeah, like I don't have a strong grasp on Dragon Age 2 as much as Harry Potter, you know. No, we're talking about Dragon Age, don't worry, Pope. This is Toko's room. Is she inside? Knock knock.
Hey.
I don't think she's here. Can I just look in the map? Like... Okay. Oh, we can only... Okay, I guess. Maybe they're in my room for no reason. This is my room. Can't he head back there? Yeah, okay. In the end, every game you get a no-killing mode. A no-killing mode? Like, endless, like, talking with characters kind of vibe. Is everybody in Hina's room, you know, making...
Hey.
They think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. This is one of those playtimes for Danganronpa, and remember what else it is big. Danganronpa, you know. What else? I mean, it has to be. Hello, Lurky, I'm playing Echoes of the Eye. Woo! Whenever you need hints, we shall be here to help in your desperation. Because you will be despairing. It's Hero's room. Is he inside?
Hey.
Don't think he's here. Okay, so... Where are they? I just thought maybe they would be here. I mean, they're probably in the dining hall. I'm so dumb. Why didn't I just go into the dining hall? That's probably when where they all are, right? I don't even know what time it is. Someone is actually playing Outer Wilds here. Nice. And suddenly, we were greeted with... You again. Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. You got it, thanks Al. I'm trying not to look things up so I can just enjoy it. Yeah, just ask us. We will be spoiler-free hinting. You have to play the game to finish it. It's just a hint. Yeah, well, true. It's a little bit of a hint. You're on a new save? Why? No, I wouldn't suggest you do a new save. I mean, you're not, it's not a problem, but I don't see any reason to do it. The AI is broken. Yes, something's broken for sure. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah!
is that...
Everybody's happy to see us. Even Byakuya is kind of... That's Byakuya. Because he's in love with Makoto. Why is Toko happy to see us? I bought on Epic, but I want the Steam version. So I lost my save. Well, it's not a big deal either, but
You guys!
you guys.
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
It is me. Also, Kyoko. But Kyoko wasn't dead for you. I'm always so happy to see me.
You survived?
Agree on the right doing Pikachu's shocked face. It's also kind of going Super Saiyan a little bit, maybe. You survived?
You're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Yeah. Hiro, you should be a little bit more scared about that. Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
None of these dudes can be considered your friends besides Aoi. Like, that's my main concern with this game, is like, all the characters are great, like, interesting characters and all, but like, I don't consider them my friends. Like, compare this with Doki Doki, right? At least in Doki Doki, like, I could actually, like, see a little bit, like, actually becoming friends with people, but in here, it's like, we're literally murdering each other. Like, we have killed, like, 4 people by voting them out. Those 4 killed, like, our other friends. Like, Aoi and Sakura, yes, they're friends. Am I friends with Toko? No. Am I friends with Byakuya? No. Am I friends with Hiro? No. Like, why is Makoto... Well, you know, I would still be happy to see them. I get why Makoto is happy to see them, but I don't feel it, you know? What's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto, it smells like a wet dog. Get away, see? Yeah, alright, that's valid. You said friends, you don't make friends. I mean, yeah, you can. Am I friends with Byakuya? No. He's my boyfriend? Yeah, that's true. Get away, shoo, shoo! Dots. And in a flash, my tears dried up. Okay, see, I should not have gone onto that rant. Oh, that's who's missing today, Asen. I was like, a piece is missing. Something's going on. Hey, Hiro.
Yo!
Makoto! What was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo! No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? Heartwarming. You stink, are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in the garbage for a while. It smells so smelly. And here she goes. Instant switch. How? Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win. She seems happy for some reason. Yeah, it is weird. So, what have you guys been doing while I was gone? In the garbage? Well, oh, I was asking. Fuck. You stink, says the one that never showers. She never showers? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And? No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Then we can go... where we can go to find new clues. I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. Saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say that I had their life saved by a computer program. I feel like quite a few, actually, probably. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. I should go take a shower. I feel self-conscious now. That was told sometimes, maybe in her free time. There was no time to, like, it's been told that she stinks or whatever, but I don't think I got that information specifically. There's no time to indulge. I just thought it was Byakuya being mean. in extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? It is but is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you? Honestly, if in the beginning, I would have never expected these characters to be the one at the end, especially Hiro. Like, I could definitely believe, if I were to have taken a guess, I would have said that the one to be the last would have been Kyoko Byakuya for sure. Definitely not Aoi. Definitely not Hiro. Celeste, almost for sure. Sayaka, probably, because we had like some sort of thing. Toko maybe, you know, with the double personality thing, but I could not expect that one thing. You know, I definitely did not expect Aoi and Hiro to be here at the end. What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. Don't tell me, did he turn into a ghost?
But
Does he look transparent to you? That's just silly superstition. If ghosts were see-through, they couldn't lead normal lives. Okay, that's enough. Talking to you makes me want to lay down and go to sleep. They're such good friends. When I first saw Hiro, I just thought that he will die the first or second. Yeah, me too. I was like, alright, here he goes. And also, I kinda thought his clairvoyance would come in handy at some point. Oh my god, you're doing it? Oh my god, Kanoranja! Congrats. Congrats. Let's throw Kanoranja a party. Everybody congrats. Say congrats to Kanoranja. Hell yeah. More! Good luck, yeah. The starting and stopping, it's too many people are redeeming it. I don't know why Mix It Up is so not loud. But yeah, good job. And good luck. Last one. If they told me if we could, we'd make it start tomorrow. They're like that desperate. They probably are having like not even teachers sitting classes just to keep the children like, you know. Also, don't get COVID, please. Shit, I didn't even think of that. God damn it. I need to tell you about the last class trial. Maybe Kana's just that good, yeah. Last class trial? Question mark.
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
huh?
How
Seriously?
about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? Nah, they're desperate. I'm sure it's both. No, I didn't do it. Like, I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer. Also, oh my god, dude. You need some anxiety pills. That's so anxiety inducing. I'm getting anxious now. Also, it's the power of mafia. Shut up. Aha. And of course, it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, was all the work of the mastermind. I'm dying inside. Well, you're gonna get stronger from it, aren't you? You're gonna come out of the high school a new man. You're gonna be like going in, and then you're gonna come out like different. I don't know. Better, hopefully? Who knows? Stronger. Mina weak. Mental breakdown. Katu. Kanoranja crying in a corner in a fetal position. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But as long as you're not dying outside, it's okay. What she's saying is it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
but his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What
You
did
spotted
you say?
the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy, it's just, you know...
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. That was already happening? Not true.
Huh?
Did the mastermind agree? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the masterminds that are ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it later. So, you knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to... It could also be Toko. Because Toko and Monokuma have a very strong thing in common. It's them being horny on main 24/7, you know? So, you know, that is worth considering. The mastermind could be Toko. So our job is to expose the mastermind. True! But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this trial, we had to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery. But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone? Hey, who said you could argue with those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever in Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way out for us is to survive. For us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But finding out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school's mysteries. It's a pretty tall freaking order, maybe. But this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. God, you know, she's right. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
Indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first, until Monokuma gave us the little hint of his. Hint. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, didn't he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. But why?
So in
If
other
the
words,
mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part of the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. And adding Mukuro, you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
In those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue or do I get it now? Do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say that for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one amongst many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. That is one possibility we cannot ignore. Yeah, I mean, there an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they had to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active? Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
But
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right.
Then maybe Monokuma was on our autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. Smart hero. In that case, there is no way he could have had all this back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still.
This is a school announcement.
Okay.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending
Dangan
mode.
Ronpa. You're right, I should have said it.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Oh.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
She was like, shit, I wanted to go everywhere by myself. The time to talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of
At
my
this point,
family.
I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well done. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master? He didn't take me with him.
Hey,
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. So bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me. That's.
you know,
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
just a second.
Wait, how come?
how about
Just
that?
wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Sus. Sus. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto? That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless. I mean, Hiro's been worse.
okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as he dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, just us two.
Indeed.
So, you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However-
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches together separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
So...
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigation, integrating, doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as splitting up to cover more ground, and then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then...
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
Correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone. Leaving only me, I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. Still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. I don't know about that, friend. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukura's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. On the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before, that should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder. Which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Okay, I'll do the investigation since the trial is very long. I'll do a little bit of investigating today. I really want to go in this dorm, in the second whatever dorm thing. Can I talk to people? Like, will people be around, you think? You know, it's kind of sad that like the specific rooms tend to be useful only once. Okay, let's go in the data center. You know, I kind of wish they were more relevant, if that makes sense.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, can't help but wonder about Monokuma's door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that really sucked. So you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. I'm sure that's actually what she means, yeah. Sag for you. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait, let me take a cover first. I don't want to get exploded. You know, raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Dots. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Let's see. Oh. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... This place is totally sci-fi! Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Some kind of hatch on the floor. But right now, I'm more concerned about the weird device. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit. It just looks like a gamer room. Like, gamers be doing this shit, you know? I don't know how, with what money, but they do be doing this shit. Fucking streamers, dude. It kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Fumi's probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, it can't just or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina's already jabbing away at the control panel.
Huh?
Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Yeah, Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one, the button that says Data Center. Data Center. Take a good look at the control panel. I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. It probably summons Monokuma to a room. Right? That must be the one she pushed. Or the data center. That's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. Really better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. God damn it, Hina. I love her though. So cowardly. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Look at little Monokuma over there. Dots. Is that Monokuma? Dots. Look at him! I didn't know he was tiny, dude. Hey. Oh my god. Give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from here, in here.
Found it.
Oh, guess what I found? Self-destruct button. No, please. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. So that is points at Toko being controlling Monokuma, cause you know, she's horny 24/7, as we said. But doesn't necessarily mean anything. Also, like, Toko has definitely been in the same room as Monokuma, like, whoa, and talked with Monokuma. Hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. What do you mean? What were you controlling just now? It was Monokuma. Monokuma. What, for real? Yep, it looks like the panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. This control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey.
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. True. Kyoko's theories was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But that is true. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but the killing game began with 16 participants and only people... Yeah, only the 16 students. Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student. That's... No, it can't be. There's no way, right? It cannot be. Like, we'd definitely be in the same room. Monokuma's control room has been added to the truth bullets. What's wrong with her? Don't like that face you're making. Maybe Makoto is correct and it's not one of us. It's nothing. Oh, okay. Dots. What about you? Is everything okay? Well, it's where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something. Can't say it's not possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like, you wanna leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. Can't waste all of our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going? Yeah. I mean, I actually wanted to check this fucking hatch. What's wrong, Makoto? Okay then. Yeah, I don't waste time. As soon as the door to that center was closed, I heard a strange sound. Was that... The door just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked. But why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey.
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed the room would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Yeah, I'd be super sad. In that room, as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room.
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there. We didn't see anyone. You didn't, did you? Are you sure you were just as sort of as you could have been? No. Did you happen to check a certain suspicion hatch? No way. The hatch on the floor? Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, the hatch can't be opened from outside anyways, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
When I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from outside anyways, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna run around and tell everybody what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
You got it.
I'm out, see you later. Hina took off in a full sprint. And I have to do what I can to. That's the one way forward. Let me save. Just a little tiny bit more. Okay. So, I guess that's really is Monokuma, like, look, that's Monokuma. I wanna check the dorm rooms in the, was this open? Yeah, this is the flowers. Bum, 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 bum. Where is this famous second dorm room? Like, where is it? Isn't it supposed to be in the second floor? Oh, we're on the 4th floor. Oh, well, never mind. Let's go check the master room. Oh, Byaku is here. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this has been my first time seeing it for myself. Makoto, it's you. Byaku. Oh, this shit again. What? Throaties, and even a shield in display case. That's not the same katana that was outside. What? Weird. The master room, there's a monitor. Okay, I guess those are headmasters. There's 2 of the same portrait. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Sounds about right.
Come on.
Hey Makoto, are you ignoring me? You think I'll forgive you just because you're you? When we get out of here, remember this moment. Oh gosh. I'm not ignoring you, I was just checking out the room. The bookshelf seems really well made and it's filled with files and thick books. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Yeah. What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78, student registry. It contains profile. Okay, wait. Monokuma said. Wait, I just had a thought. I already had this thought before, but I'm having it again. Monokuma said nobody has entered the school after 16 of us entered. Which just means he had to be, like, the mastermind had to be inside before the start of the games. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean it's one of us. He just, like, he's always been here kind of vibe, you know? Because that presides on all of us, and Mukuro.
So in other
Apparently
words,
class 78 refers to us. Also, those are missing memories of being classed together. Wait, when we found out Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, he also mentioned class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there... along with hers.
In other
There can be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at Hope Speak Academy just like the rest of us. And the pictures we got. Mukuro Ikusawa, the 16th student. That must be also 16 students, almost a good amount. I would bring it down to 10 for a high school class in my ideal world, but 16 is better than 25 or however many we got in Italy sometimes. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems like Kyoko was in a hurry. What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct, Mukuro Profiles actually contains 2 pages. What?
So, in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. Didn't mean to press that. Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can't read, can't you? Seems... That's Hermione's line in Harry Potter 1. It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Imagine half listening to Byakuya, aren't you scared for your life? Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background as entity floats, close but just out of reach. We have a picture over there! Look! She's cool. In the background, an entity floats, close but style. Is this that game Beyond Two Souls, you know? The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. Wait, who wrote this? The headmaster? I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fairbear, when she entered Hope Speak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. The fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. That's weird! Her corpse has scars! Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the Endmasters seem to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was. Okay, new idea. Mukuro is not the dead person. Mukuro is the Mastermind, and the dead person is something else. You're on chapter 6, I am. 12 more to go. Yeah, hell yeah. What's wrong, Makoto? Huh? You seem to be lost in thought. I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important... How you doing, Striddles? Another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice that picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. Yeah, a girl who seems to be included as part of class 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. Further information about this girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she was a nice body? Yeah, Makoto, what do you think? She's like a 7, right? The fuck, dude? Just back from a walk, how are you? I'm doing good. How was your walk? You're hopeless, idiot. What I'm trying to tell you. Also, Byakuya would never ask because he's gay. Maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, 1 second. Cool outside? Yeah. Do we have measurements of a fucking body? Of the body? Guess not. Wait. I don't know what 92 pounds translates to though. Why did they have to give it to me in pounds? Would it make it too easy? Yanko is the same. 97. Okay, it was. Yanko's the only one that died because of Monokuma, right? Because she had faked her death. She had a kind of a Joker vibe. And her measurements line up, I think. Ultimate fashionista though, imagine. Chest? Yeah. They do have chests too though. Nice! Mondo has bigger boobs though than Junko, so. Good chests all around. Junko is sus. I've been sus about Junko for a while, but maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, could that mean? Wait, is he trying to say there's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what she's saying? He's saying. Personally, what I'm thinking is all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What do you do with that information is your business. Or that corpse could be Junko. Okay, actually I lost my plot. Because we were reading Mukuro's measurements. Back to being Byakuya as a errand boy. Errand boy. Good tests all around. Oh, and one last thing. A bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Sure, dude. Tell me. Advice? For me? Seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well, wink wink. You jealous? And now that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. You're getting along? Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. Me too, dude. Shit. I keep being Byakuya. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I keep it in mind. Thanks. That's... Is that all? So the most suspicious thing is the body had scars, but Mukuro doesn't have scars. But what if Mukuro and Junko were allies? Okay. They switched identities. Alright, they were like, okay, I'ma call myself Mukuro and this is Junko. And Junko, the Junko we know, says, I'm gonna call myself Junko, but she's actually Mukuro. And Mukuro is like, okay, I'm gonna call myself Junko, and it's Mukuro. And Junko's, oh fuck, it's too hard. But basically they switched. And now who died? Then Junko faked her death. The Junko we know, that is actually Mukuro. No. Fuck! This is so hard to keep in mind. So, So the Junko we know lines up with Mukuro things. Data. So that's Mukuro. Let's call her Mukuro. And this Junko that doesn't exist, that we don't know about, we never saw her before, is that little girl with black hair that we saw in this paper thing. And they are friends, okay? They're like, we're gonna fake being each other. I don't know why I'm making this part, but and there was a betrayal. This bitch ass kid that says she's Mukuro but is actually Junko. Let's whatever that was about, doesn't matter. This kid is not. This makes no sense. So whoever this girl is, she has no scars, so she cannot be the victim of this case. So who the victim is of this case is somebody else, which is I'm hypothesizing is Junko. The problem with that is Junko has the same measurements as this girl, so it's okay. So that's why they were able to switch places. Okay, they have the same measurements. Let's say they have the same measurements. So then they switched places. It was hype all along. So she I don't know, she's a master of staying hidden or some shit. I don't care. She has like invisibility superpower. Nobody cares. Junko faked her death. Why would she need to fake her death? Fuck! If there's a hidden person, they can just control Monokuma. No, they can. Yeah, they can. I'm losing the plot. Never mind. I'm just suspicious of what the fuck are you talking about? I'm trying to think who the mastermind is. The mastermind is supposed to be one of us, but we have a secret student that was with us all along that died, and we don't know who it is. And I don't know. Fuck. Was that all I need to check, actually? But it's gonna be some body switching shit. Okay, I think we got everything from here, like. Okay. I'm gonna continue this tomorrow, mostly because I'm scared that my cat are gonna fucking fight right now. Let's go raise somebody. No, not tomorrow. We're gonna continue this investigation and trial on Saturday, and Sunday we're gonna finish this, okay?